You know what time it is. It's another TribLIVE Radio Monday with Ken Lair. And now you've just crossed over into the Fedko Zone with John Fedko.
But I'm writing this down, Taylor. Are you August 17th? Fedko predicts division title.
Yep, one division title.
Brown and Bryant, 1,000 yards each.
I've got 13-3 division title.
Woo!
That's what I'm going with right now.
That is
from what I've seen.
Wow.
Now we come back next week and
with a tough schedule, wouldn't you agree?
Like I said, Brown's got his thigh snapped in half. Then I'm going to change this. Okay, but right now I'm going 13-3 Steelers division title.
This is the team,
and I ain't making any predictions past that because anything past that is insane until you at least watch 5 to 7 NFL games so you can figure out what the rest of the league is like. So I'm not going to say they're going to win the Super Bowl.
This from Brian.
Back to my
he
fans.
Says, back to your fans. Tell Fedko he's nuts about the Steelers going 13-3 against that schedule. Who do you have them losing to, he asks.
Show me the schedule. They're not going to lose their first game.
At New England.
Win.
Home versus San Francisco.
Win.
At St. Louis.
Win.
Home versus Baltimore.
Win.
At San Diego.
Win. That's 5-0.
Home versus Arizona.
Win. 6-0.
At Kansas City.
Loss. 6-1.
Home versus Cincinnati.
Win. 7-1.
Home versus Oakland.
Win. 8-1. Although that's the one that I would really question, but go ahead.
Home versus Cleveland.
Win. 9-1.
At Seattle.
Loss. 9-2.
Home versus Indianapolis.
Win.
At Cincinnati.
Win.
Home versus Denver.
Loss.
At Baltimore.
Win.
At Cleveland.
Win. There you go. Thank you.
Wow.
Did I just go over that succinctly?
Look at the man run it down. He ran it down.
Now, the game at Baltimore is going to be but I think Baltimore's going to be out of it by then. I think Baltimore's in big trouble this year. That's just my opinion. Age is really going to catch up to them. And those Cincinnati games aren't automatic. It's not. I'm not just flippantly saying win. The Cincinnati's going to be pretty good.
Your three losses were at Kansas City, at Seattle,
those
and
are
home
definitely
against Denver.
The ones at Kansas City are definitely losses in Seattle. They're going to lose those two.
And the home against Denver was a loss.
Denver one is Denver's good, and Denver's going to be tough. And I don't see them going 8-0 at home. So but the Baltimore-Cincinnati games are not. I just had them, by the way, winning every game in the division.
In the division.
Okay. So, yeah, I could see the craziness of Fedko making some nutty prediction, but I just think their offense is that good. I mean, they're going to put up 50 in a couple of games, maybe against New England. They're just going to go crazy.
You imagine that on opening
They're going to go crazy in a couple of games.
If they're going to win that game, they're going to have to outshoot them.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They won't have Brady, but I think at least we don't think they will. I see him getting off to an unbelievable start, having incredible confidence, and just being one of the stories of the year. Nothing is showing me offensively that they're stoppable. Nothing. I mean, I love their receivers, and I love their quarterback, and now I really like their offensive line. I like their starting running back, and I pretty much like their backup running back. I don't know. There isn't anything in that offense that's telling me this is a weakness. I'm not seeing a weakness. Are you? Maybe the tackles? Maybe. But that's not a factor with Ben, because even when he gets sacked 53 times, he puts up great stats. And he's not going to get sacked 53 times this year. That's going to be the nightmare for defenses. Now that you can't even get to him, that's why I think two-point conversions are going to be almost automatic for them. I mean, I looked at that two-point conversion the other day, and I'm like, they're not stopping this. Seattle's not stopping this. They got 5 guys out there. They're going to run around forever. Ben's going to buy whatever time he wants and find somebody open, and then the guys are going to catch it. This is an historic offense. It'll be the best in the history of their franchise. I'm not throwing flipping stuff out. I believe it from what I've seen over the last few years, and now the healthy offensive line. I think Martavis Bryant and Antonio Brown's the real deal, and I think Antonio Brown's the best receiver in the league and one of the top 10 players in the league. I mean, Antonio Brown is NFL MVP material.
He's Bumgarner-esque.
He is. He's crazy good. So I'm not just throwing crazy stats out there because I'm some homer, and I've been one of the most anti-Steelers guys in the history of this media here, and I still think it's the fall of the Roman Empire, but that's not coming until Ben leaves. When Ben leaves, they're going to fall hard, and they will not get up.